beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys 7 books that I have read that have actually impacted my life, have changed my life, whichever one you want to call it. Yep, so let's go into it. But before then, if you love stuff on faith, self-love, and any other thing in between, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So in no particular order, I am going to go to my first book. And my first book, okay, books actually, I actually picked them one because they're almost not really the same, but the message I got from both books is about my self-esteem. If you have listened to me, if you followed me, you know that I've always struggled with it initially. Let's say always. No, not always. I used to struggle with it, but now I'm in a very good place, a very beautiful place. So yeah, so these books have actually helped me when pleasing others is hurting you. I intentionally looked for these 2 books when I started to realize what I was doing to myself was not good. I intentionally had to look for books that had to do with self-esteem, and I found this, when pleasing others is hurting you. And I think then then I wasn't writing the place or location or what was happening in my life when I got the book. That's what I do now. I just try to write what I was doing or the day this happened or what I was doing when I bought the book. So yeah, when pleasing others is hurting you really just helped me open my eyes to those things that I thought was like, oh, I'm just being a nice person, but in quotes, being a nice person, I was still shortchanging myself. I didn't know how to say no to people. I didn't know how to say no to things. And yeah, so that's one major thing I learned from Dr. David Hawkins. And he's also a Christian, so that kind of helped me get the message from a Christian perspective. And even this by Robert Schuller, Self-Esteem, the New Reformation. So yeah, this has also helped me see myself and my esteem from God's perspective, and how I should build it, and how I'm supposed to live as a child of God. And this is just one thing I just want to read from here. It says, love is an international language that builds self-esteem. So yeah, love for myself, love for God, and again, love for my neighbors. So yep, my first books, when pleasing others is hurting you, and then Robert Schuller's Self-Esteem, the New Reformation. And this is in no particular order. Another book that touched me. Yeah, I love this book. I love The Smart Money Woman, an African girl's journey to financial freedom. Really, this book really helped me. And one thing I like about the book is Arisa made this book very practical. Like, what basic, what will I say, like call it basic, or what young Nigerian women go through in making money decisions and how we can invest. Yeah, so yeah, she has really helped me be more intentional about my money, and really, and how to invest, the things to invest in, and instead of just spending money for spending money's sake. Yeah, so this is another book, The Smart Money Woman by Arisa Ugu. Yep. So my third book would be On God's Side. I got this book. I'm not really. I was never really a political person. So I think one of the reasons why I even bought this book, when I saw it On God's Side, I didn't really look at it from the political aspect of it. But yeah, this book tells us how to find common good or find common ground, regardless of what you think. Or he's an American, so left, right, all those kind of things. So for me, Nigeria to be APC, PDP, whatever, so how we can find common good, not saying, this is against that person, that's against that person. I remember when we were having the NSAS movement in Nigeria, and then some people were making it look like, oh, this is a fight against this part of Nigeria, this is a fight against this person, this, that, and all that. But if we had come to look at the common good and saying we all want Nigeria to be better, however it is you look at it, the common good is for Nigeria to be better, for Nigeria to work for us and work for everyone living in Nigeria. So yeah, that's what On God's Side is, and that kind of gave me a new perspective that I should get involved in the politics of my land. I don't have to be a card carrying member of any political party, but I can improve my own quota probably by the things I see, by the things I do, by voting. Yeah, will help when it's safe. Yeah, so that's it on God's side. It's written by Jim Wallace. So my next book, okay, so since we're still doing politics. Yep. Okay, so There Was a Country is it's a book written by Chino Achebe, his own personal history of Biafra. So it kind of gave me a better picture because we're not really taught about the civil war in depth, you know. So it was more like, oh, it was Nigeria fighting the Igbo people or Biafrans in quotes. Yeah, so it gave me a good picture of how he saw it, and then to kind of look at it from the Igbo man's perspective, not necessarily because, again, I'm from the north, so the story is what, oh, they're dead separate from Nigeria. But again, interestingly, the agitation is still very much alive. Yeah, so There Was a Country, my another book. Then Life Without Limits. You see, Nick, I know some of us must have read about him. But so when this person is living his life without limits, I'm not sure there's any other thing more than this for me. Like, you have to get going. Look, I don't know if you guys can see it, but maybe probably I'll take pictures of it later. This is him just enjoying having a good time. So why am I allowing whatever it is I thought was my issue not to let me get to where God wants me to be? So yeah, this is Life Without Limits by Nick Fujichik. So his story, how he has navigated his disability, and how he's helping others also fulfill their own dreams, helping them see God through whatever situation or disability we may think we have, or whatever limitations we think we have. So yeah, Life Without Limits by Nick Fujichik. Okay, so the sixth book / seventh book is The Moment of Lift, written by Melinda Gates. So this tells you about Melinda's story, how she went about empowering women and knowing that women can make a great change. I know we've had this a lot of time, but having to read from somebody who has actually done it and has been doing it for a very long time, the stories she was telling through this kind of helped. And yes, I know I'm not stopping helping myself, helping other women, helping young girls live the life they are living, even from this little corner of my house, posting videos on how we could live better. Yep, so yeah, that's it. The moment of lift. So regardless of the situation, you just put yourself out there and be somebody of great impact to others. Yep, and my last book is The Lady, Her Lover, and Her Lord. I think this was one of the first books I got for myself. I probably when I just got into the university. Yeah. So it tells me my position and the grace God has given to me, and how I'm supposed to live my life as a Christian woman, pleasing my God and pleasing my husband, who is my Lord, and just having to navigate through that without any conflict, without feeling less of a person because of where I am or who I am or the things I do in the house and all that. So yeah, so that is my last book. But again, one of the reasons why I read is, as I said, for the first two books I mentioned, I actually read if I have a situation. I pick books that answer those questions for me at that time. And another set of books I love reading are fictional books. I love reading fictional books because they kind of take me to a world that I feel is not mine, but I'm enjoying this place. I'm learning these things and seeing things from other people's perspective that I would never be in probably. And reading is good. It helps you improve your mind, helps your vocabulary, and so many other things. So if you enjoyed this video, I also want to know what books you read and what books you advise I read. So until I see you next time, thank you very much. Bye-bye.